the home of the Raptors in downtown Toronto, the Air Canada Centre. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
And they are who we thought they'd be coming into the season. No doubt about that. A team with a lot of talent that can win really in a number of ways. They've been every bit as formidable as we anticipated.
Well, you heard Dennis Green years ago say, we are what our record says we are. And they've earned their place among the league's elite teams. But regular season is regular season. Success counts very little when it comes to the playoffs. So that's how they'll be evaluated. They'll be forgiven for looking ahead to the playoffs. I think they're going to rise to the challenge once again.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Here's Randolph. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Randolph's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Grizzlies. Outside Lowry.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Patterson against Johnson. And it's DeRozan at the elbow. Grizzlies with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. And here's Toronto. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And guys, that was their night. I mean, it seemed like everything they shot went in.
It happens that way sometimes, guys. It was just one of those games where the hot shooting of a couple of players became contagious and nobody was stoppable.
Randolph can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Valanciunas. Changes up. He takes it up and lays it in.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Lowry against Conley. To the middle. Here's Randolph. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Lowry passes to Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the night. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Randolph, a screen on Lowry. Conley kicks to Randolph. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Randolph's got 6 points. Lowry against Conley. And it's Lowry penetrating. Rejected by Gasol. Johnson dishes to Conley. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Allen. Soft touch off the glass.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's DeRozan after the basket by Tony Allen. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. Brandon Wright on top, Jonas Valanciunas third.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
They set the pick. Here's Lowry. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Gasol. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. It's Allen on the wing. 5 to shoot. The jump hook. Randolph can't hit. Raptors trail by 4. DeRozan passes to Lowry. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
First personal foul, teams first.
Some changes for Toronto. Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. MyCareer comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. White, he's checked in for Gasol. Jones comes in for Zach Randolph. And Stevenson's checked in for James Johnson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Mike Conley. And the foul called on Freak. And Toronto making a change here. Powell's checked in. White sets a screen. Shoots off the screen. That's Biyombo with the rebound.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Now, here's Stevenson. Following the miss by Freak. It's Sloan, top of the key. A floater.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Good on the second free throw. Toronto trailing. Here's Joseph.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Now, Carroll. He feeds it to Joseph. And here's Biyombo. Now the dish to Joseph. Just 5 on the clock. That evens the score. Joseph's got his first points of the game.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Got it up. And that's not going to go. It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about,
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play all.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude. Randolph. Allen comes in for James Johnson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Mike Conley. So on the floor for Memphis. Donald Sloan out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Tony Allen, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Jones in at the 4. Here's Stevenson, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That one on DeRozan. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second-chance opportunities here in the first half.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And Memphis making a change here. White's checked in, and let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns was superb. He finished with 13 points and added a few rebounds as well. His output helped his team stay hot as they have been playing some great team ball of late.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
You know, let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
Stevenson drives in, and it's Terrence Jones with the finish.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Kyle Lowry again. Lowry's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors.
Man, their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter.
And their field goal percentage shows that over 60 now. Tough to beat them when they shoot it like that.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
The Raptors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a 16-point game. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds: disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Terrence Jones at the line for 2.
And so Jones nails both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks to Stevenson. Screen by Jones. Stevenson drives in. Drops it in from 11 feet. Stevenson's got 4 points this quarter. And Lowry gets it to go. And the Raptors lead by 16.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And here's Stevenson for 3. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Raptors up by 16. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kev. Coach K.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Nice numbers from Lowry. He's got 16 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Maverick in at the 3. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Conley, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And that one's good. Now, here's Lowry. Pass to Maverick. He dishes it to Patterson. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. To the wing on the left. And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. Rejected by Gasol. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Looking now at the numbers for Kyle Lowry. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging 9 points per game, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Conley. There's the pick. Here's Lowry. Passes it to Patterson. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Biyombo is checked in for Toronto. Corey Joseph comes in for DeMar DeRozan. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Allen kicks to Johnson. Conley left side. No good. Good work defensively by Lowry. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Maverick. He's guarded by Johnson. Joseph, the pass to Maverick. It's stolen by Johnson. Conley dishes to Gasol. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
And Lowry gets double teamed. That one finds the mark on target from Maverick. And the Raptors lead by 13. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Johnson outside. Here's Gasol, and it's Memphis with another.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The drive by Lowry. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. Oh, tough play. Boy, did he have to fight to get that one to the rim. And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 3rd in free throw percentage. 5th. Tough flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league and 3-point shooting.
And he possesses so much confidence when he's at the line. I mean, you mentioned his free throw accuracy, and he's earned it.
Conley kicks to Randolph. Feeds it to Allen. Picked by Randolph. Johnson outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Powell kicks to Joseph. Here's Maverick. He's guarded by Johnson. And again, Toronto no luck.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Randolph a screen. Conley the pass to Gasol. Nice D from Valanciunas.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Allen.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And the first one at the line is good. MyCareer's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Terrence Jones comes in for Zach Randolph. And Stevenson's checked in for Johnson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Tony Allen. 1:29 left in the third. Screen by Jones. Stevenson kicks to Wright. Dishes it to Sloan. Here's Stevenson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Stevenson's got his second basket of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Hey, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Oh, that's a close call there.
Marcus All's checked in for Wright. Randolph comes in for Terrence Jones. And it's Johnson in for Donald Sloan. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
In the corner, it's Stevenson. Here's Randolph. Goes back up. Got a piece of it. Lowry at the elbow. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now an 11-point Raptor lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Toronto.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Tony Allen's checked in for Lance Stevenson.
Tony Allen.
On defense, Toronto. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Outside Conley. The pass to Allen. The feed now to Randolph. Kicks it out to Allen. 3 on the clock. Conley for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now we'll send it over to Doris Burke for an update on Marc Gasol.
Kevin, I got some news from the Grizzlies head athletic trainer. He said he checked out that wrist, and fortunately, it looks like there's no long-term damage. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Raptors leading by 13. It's DeRozan with the drive. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Randolph.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Still Raptors ball.
Conley against Lowry. Pass to Maverick. Valanciunas dishes to DeRozan. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Ostrovsky. It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph's got 4 rebounds in this game. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Rebounded by Maverick.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Back to Lowry. Here's Ostrovsky, and Gasol sends it back. Patterson, that's good.
Well, they do have the lead right now, but they're not hustling as much as they did in the first half. They've kind of put it on cruise control. They've got to rev up the motor a little bit here.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He challenged this group to really go for it, saying, now's the time when winners take control. Now let's go out there and take it to them. Guys, a nice pep talk. We'll see if he got them going.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Here's Ostrovsky. Shot's good. Mavericks got 4 this quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Conley with it. Gasol a screen. Conley kicks to Johnson. Gasol dishes to Conley. 5 on the clock. Inside, here's Randolph.
Randolph has been superb. 10 points. He's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
And the Raptors making a change here. Biombo's checked in, and Zach Randolph drops them both. Raptors leading by 13. Outside Lowry. Pass to Maverick. And Patterson kicks to DeRozan. To the middle. And it goes through once again. Nice hit there from Maverick.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Raptors.
They really had it going, Clark. Their offense propelled them.
Yeah, in this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. Now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Kyle Lowry. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
That's good from Maverick. He's perfect from the line this time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
For Toronto, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter. Really getting it done. And taken away by Johnson. Pull-up jumper. Jump shot is good. So it's Toronto now. At one point, they led by 16. No good from Maverick.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, DeRozan. Patterson setting the pick for DeRozan. To the paint. Biyombo, the pass to Patterson. Shot clock at 5. A second chance effort. The shot's good from Maverick.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
Well, folks, that